Well, once again, good evening, folks, or almost good night. Anyway, just wanted to chat at you again here, get my video done here, and then head for the bed. Seems like that's my story every night. I don't know why I don't do it earlier. I think about it all day long, but I don't get it done. I like to share a little experience with you that I had while I was in the Army. And I've had that same experience over and over again. I talked about it once, but you know, you get sent to do a job or you sign up to do a job. Now, I know most of us guys over there in Vietnam didn't sign up for it, but once I got out of the infantry, I was in a medical unit and they had too many medics crying for them out in the boondocks, but they had too many medics there. And so they made the most ridiculous. We had to pull motor stables on vehicles that hadn't run in 6 months. They were just sitting there. And we had to crawl under them every day and check the transmissions and the rear ends. that kind of got to me, but that was only part of it. We had actually had guys volunteer for the infantry because they didn't like, all of that stuff. That's stuff you get in stateside. You shouldn't be having that in Vietnam. But anyway, that's what happens when you get in a rear outfit and they don't know what to do to keep you busy. But who likes to go out there in their clean uniform, crawl under a vehicle at the beginning of the day, and get all dirty to start with for no reason at all? When they had the Tet Offensive, I think I've shared that with you a little bit, but they, that was a big thing, and there was a lot of sandbagging going on there in Chulai. I was in Chulai, about 20, 30 miles or so south of Da Nang, and we were right on the beach, so we spent a lot of time playing in the ocean. Anyway, we're on a hillside right by the beach, and anyway, so we got put on sandbag detail, and we'd have to go out, a lot of sand out there, and so we'd go out there, with a big pile of sandbags and a deuce and a half, about 7 or 8, 9, 10 of us. I don't remember exact how many. But most of those guys, they hardly filled sandbags. My friend and I, Gordon, we got out there and we filled sandbags. I don't know how long we would have had to been out there if if we hadn't have filled them like we did. But you don't go back until you get it full. Oh, it used to really, really, really frustrate me. If the people don't want to work and the boss wants to put up with them, that's different. But when it affects me, I have no use for it. And they just laugh if you say anything. They don't care what's going to happen to them. I couldn't live with myself, if I worked that way. To me, get it done and get back, and you go do something else. I had a lot of pretty nice jobs over there in that company because, they didn't know what to do with me. I had different first, I drove for the first sergeant, drove Jeep, so I sat around a lot. Wherever I took him, then I'd sit there. So I read a lot of westerns and things like that. And I don't hardly read at all anymore. But what else was I going to do then? And so they didn't have video games and all that stuff back then to play on your phone. But and then had a job for a while, uh, emptying the garbage once a day. Well, it was kind of cool. It was that sounds like a terrible job, but I loved it because there'd be a couple of us, and we'd go load up the garbage from the cookhouse, and make the run out there. It was 12, 13 miles, it's a big base, out to the dump. And we'd dump all the stuff. We'd get back in time for lunch, but the program was you don't unload the garbage cans until after lunch. Because if you didn't have anything to do, then they had to find something else for you to do for the afternoon. So we just, we're not done with our job yet. We got to finish it out. Okay. So that's it. We go take the garbage cans out of the back of the deuce and a half. And sometimes we took the deuce and a half to the USO beach. Go down to the USO. It was right on the beach there. And have a good time. Or just go to the beach right below the company. We spent a lot of time snorkeling and stuff down there. But then there at the last, I was night A&D driver, night ambulance driver. About the only thing we ever had that was an emergency or we had to go do anything for was guys pretending like they're crazy. You think I'm crazy? I'm fooling, but no. Had a number of guys, and they put on a good show. I mean, they wanted to go home bad. They didn't want to go back out in the infantry or wherever they were from. They wanted to go home. And they would, they did all kinds of stupid stuff, and so we had to deal with that. But that wasn't every night, that was maybe 2 or 3 times a month or something like that. But anyway, I'd sleep on a stretcher in this air-conditioned room all night, most every night, all night. And then had all day off, went to the beach. But boy, the thing that was getting at here was you make the best of your situation. And you got these people, in life, it's that way wherever you work, wherever you do, you hire people and that way. If you hire somebody and they don't work, you don't keep them. Those people that don't work, I had to deal with those a lot in life. They don't pull their share of the burden, and it makes it harder for you. Makes you have to work harder. Or sometimes, like I was telling you about when I pulled on the green chain, they took away our bonus because they had to spread it out amongst those other guys that wouldn't do anything. It really gets to me. But anyway, I'm past all of that now. I'm home every day, all day, playing on my computer and working on my super affiliate network business. And I'm pretty excited about that still. So if any of those guys, if they would join the super affiliate network, if they went about it like they worked, they would never do anything. Because it takes, applying yourself. And even a dumb old codger like me that has big tech issues when it comes to computers and stuff, you can even do it. But, you have to apply yourself. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing some of you folks join me here. Some of you probably already have, and I didn't know it. But anyway, it's a super fantastic opportunity to change your life. Why don't you check it out by clicking the button below and Make an educated decision and go for it. Crush it. Bye for now.